All right, everyone, it is July 1st. You guys know what that means? It's the start of the month, and the start of the month means a new Battle Pass in Dragon Champions. Every month, at the start of the month, the consistency in this game is absolutely unheard of. And just like I do, and I have done before, I wanted to go through this month's Battle Pass and talk about all the stuff that you can expect to get, whether you decide to buy the pay-to-play version, whether you just stick to the free-to-play version. I'll talk about both of them, but I also wanted to go through the new hero that is included in this month's Battle Pass, Roxy, the owl hero that you guys see in the left part of the screen right there. Very unique hero with a very interesting skill kit, and definitely a hero that is going to be worth getting into some more details on. So if you guys are newer to the game, or if you haven't tried Dragon Champions but you're interested in trying, I'll leave a link in the description to download the game. It works both on iOS and Android, but more importantly, when you guys are actually in the game, before you get to level 15, make sure that you go to the upper right, click on this cogwheel right here, and go to use promo code, and make sure to use the promo code SALTGIFT in all caps, just like that right there. Press OK, and you have to do this before level 15, or not only will my promo code not work, but no other promo codes will work as well. And you're actually going to get really useful stuff for your account. No 50k silver meme. It's going to include Draco coins, which is the game's premium currency. It's going to include gold, which is a very scarce resource in this game, as well as hero stones and other useful stuff towards the overall progression of your account. So definitely don't forget to do this before level 15. Anyway, let's actually get to the Battle Pass. You can see here the timer just started here. We are at the first of the month. Haven't actually started getting any of the rewards yet, but let's actually go to the rewards, because this screen is nice as it separates what the free rewards are and then what the rewards are going to be with the paid version if you do decide to buy it. Now, when it comes to purchasing the paid version, it is $11, and my overall value assessment of the Battle Pass is, I always say, it is the second best purchase in the game when it comes to getting the most value for whatever you spend. And the only thing that I would really consider to be a better value than the Battle Pass is, if you haven't gotten it, it's going to be this monthly reward pack right here, which is going to give you 6,800 Draco coins for $5.49. Maybe it's a little bit different for you depending on the region that you're in, but besides this, and maybe a couple of the very small $1 to $2 offers that probably will go away eventually for you as you get further along into the game, the Battle Pass is easily going to be one of the best areas of the game when it comes to the value for the money that you actually spend. But if you do not decide to buy the Battle Pass, that is totally okay, because there are a ton of incredibly good rewards that you're going to get for the completely free version. And yes, you will still be able to get the new hero for free. It is not locked behind a paywall. The premium version is going to give you additional hero stones to boost it, but you could still get enough of the hero stones from the free version to be able to get the new hero. And you actually don't even have to get all the way through the Battle Pass. It takes 50 heroes to summon Roxy. You get 10 at 250 points. You get 15 more at 1100 points. That's 25 total. And then you get the last 25 at 2225 points. So no pressure at all. If you guys are wondering, maybe this is your first Battle Pass or you're newer to the game, getting to 3,000 points before the end of the month, you can 100% easily do it for free. In fact, buying the paid version of the Battle Pass doesn't actually increase the easiness. I don't know if that's a word, but it doesn't make it easier to actually get more points. So the points are structured in your dailies, of course, which is actually not really a whole lot of points. 30 per day, which is still nice, but the bulk of the points that you're going to get for the Battle Pass system is going to come from your weeklies, and you should easily be able to do most of the weeklies. And even if you don't complete them all, the weeklies in combination with the extra few points that you get from the dailies is easily going to get you to 3,000 points, so you do not have to worry at all about missing on enough hero stones for Roxy, and you don't even need to get 3,000 in order to get her, so should be a very low pressure situation. So let's get back into the actual rewards here. So let's talk about all the stuff before Roxy, and then I'll actually go to the hero menu and we'll talk about her skills and her ability kit. I'm hoping it's a her. I could be wrong about that. I'm just basing it off of the eyes and her name, of course. Anyway, let's see here. So the free Battle Pass, we've got Draco coins, of course, 705. That is for free. So that's a decent chunk of Draco coins that you're going to get just by actually playing through and progressing in the Battle Pass. You're also going to get 1,000,000 gold. And Those of you guys who are newer to the game, to give you a little bit of perspective, gold is a very scarce resource in this game. You're always going to need more of it. You're always going to feel like you don't have enough of it. It's definitely a bottleneck resource. So getting 1,000,000 gold through the free version of the Battle Pass is absolutely going to help your account out a tremendous amount. So you've also got the scrolls, 65 of the uncommon ones, which are, I think these are probably a pretty excess material. You probably have a lot of extra green scrolls compared to the blue and the purple ones, but you also get 45 rare scrolls as well, which is really, really nice. So this is definitely going to be very useful for your account, especially those early to mid-game players. Now, talking about the epic materials here, these are going to be super useful, especially like this one. You use a lot of them and a whole bunch of different very, very popular heroes. You get 25 of these. I believe this is enough to make half of most of these items right here. This might be enough for a full one. But either way, this is going to save you an insane amount of energy going through and having to farm a lot of these materials. And these are also pretty common materials for items or equipment that you're actually going to be making multiple copies of for a lot of the popular units. So you are definitely going to burn through these, and it will save you lots of resources. And this is still the free version. We haven't even gotten into the paid one yet. So you also have a crit damage set here, 3-dot, 3-star, whatever you want to call it, a full set, of course. Good luck to those of you guys going for this when you actually see what stats they turn out to be, of course. Pretty big gamble. If they roll well, that's going to be super useful for your account. If they don't roll well, that's definitely a little bit unfortunate, but that's the way the RNG gods work with this kind of stuff. And as a little added bonus, you also get 20 of these Elven Crossbow parts, which is a rare equipment part instead of the epic parts, and then you get 10 of these Page's Boots as well. So a decent chunk of stuff from the free version. Now the actual paid version here is going to give you an additional 100 of the Hero Stones to boost it up, add some power to Roxy, an additional 2650 of the Draco Coins. So just in the actual Draco Coin value alone for what the Battle Pass costs, $11, that is some very, very solid value right there. And that's without getting into any of the other stuff. 2 million additional gold, which is huge. 120 of both the common and the rare scrolls, also going to be super useful for your account, and a whole bunch of additional runes. Look at this. So you've got potency here. I've got looks like a full set of 4-dot, 4-star epic potency runes, which is huge. That, if you get some good rolls on those, that is going to be super useful for your account. And then you've got the 3-dot version here, which is still an epic, but it's the 3-dot tenacity set, which is also, again, you know, all of these runes are very valuable compared to what you can easily farm in game, like especially for early to mid game players. It's really difficult to get too many runes that are higher than like 2-dot, 2-star, you know, commons and uncommons. So if those roll well, they are really going to boost your account up in progress by quite a bit. So then you've got all of these equipment parts here. This is in addition to the stuff that you get for free. Really important is this premium. It's not like it replaces all of these rewards. This is in addition to what you get on the left side. So tons of additional equipment parts, both epic and rare. And you've also got an additional 20 of these Page's Boots as well. So once again, the value for these battle passes is very, very solid. Second best deal in the game behind that monthly pack. I would absolutely say that it's worth it. And the consistency, you know, if you decide to maybe take it easy on one of them, not fully max it out, maybe go free to play on one of them, pay to play on another, that's totally fine, because you can always expect that the next month is going to have another battle pass with another featured hero and lots of goodies to come as well. So tons of awesome stuff. All right, now let's get into the actual heroes here and go through a little bit of info about this new hero, Roxy. So you can see here that she is a Pride healer, and when you take a look at the skills, that will become more clear. But there is a very interesting new dynamic with this hero that we have not seen on other heroes, and it has to do with these feather stacks right here. So first ability, deals 90% magic damage to an enemy, deals an additional 2% magic damage for each stack of feather on Roxy, removes 3 stacks of feather from Roxy. And something that I noticed with a quick glance over at the skill before this video is the actual skill boosts are going to actually lower the amount of stacks of feather that it removes. So this is one of those skills where, like, the level ups is going to make a really, really big difference, not just for the stacks of feather, but look at that additional damage and magic damage boost that you're going to get as well. So, you know, the difference between this skill at level 1 and this skill at level 6 is probably going to be pretty darn significant. Second ability, this is a heal. You've got heals all allies for 80% of Roxy's magic damage and an additional 3% of magic damage for each stack of feather on Roxy. Equally redistributes all stacks of feather among allies and Roxy. So that kind of reminds me of the equalize skill in this certain other game that a certain champion has, but important to take note of that. And this is a heal as well. You could see the level up boosts are going to increase the actual healing for each stack of feather. And, you know, I've also noticed that this feather dynamic is probably very powerful, but it's going to get a lot of powerfulness. I don't know if that's a word as well, but it's going to get a lot of strength if you decide to not play on auto. And I have a feeling like this hero is probably going to underperform on auto, but it's going to get a lot of performance playing manually, because you'll have a lot more control of the situation with, you know, the stacks of feather and being able to, you know, min-max and optimize that much better. Next ability, targeted ally gains 1 stack of feather for 2 turns. If Kagi is an ally, gains 1 additional stack. If Boreas is an ally, gains an additional stack. Each stack of feather reduces incoming damage by 5%. So not only do you actually get boosts to these other skills based off of the actual stacks of feather that you have, but you are also going to get a reduction to the damage that you take as well. So very powerful in the coordination and making sure you have the right units with the right stacks of feather. That's where you can see that playing a manual with this hero is going to be pretty important. That's going to really increase the usefulness of this hero by quite a bit. I'm interested to see how well they do on auto, though. I want to see if it's got some good control, if the AI is going to be smart enough to at least do you know, decently, or if this hero is just going to be completely trash in auto. And that's just kind of the trade-off that you have to take with a complex mechanic like that. So, and of course, the passive here, at the end of the turn, Roxy has a 20% chance to gain 1 stack of feather for 2 turns. Allies with at least 1 stack of feather have a 10% chance to gain 1 random buff. Kagi and Boreas gain 2 random buffs. So this is something else that we've noticed in many, many heroes, is they gain additional bonuses if you synergize it with very specific heroes. And for Roxy, that's going to be Kagi and Boreas. Possible buffs: damage increase, haste, potency increase, crit chance increase, crit damage increase, counterattack accuracy. Buff lasts 2 turns. And you can see here that there is a lot of this hero also really seems to get a huge benefit from the skill ups. Like, I feel like the difference between Roxy with level 1 skills and fully maxed out skills is going to be absolutely insane. Like, a completely different hero level of insane. So very interesting. I think absolutely has the potential to be very powerful, and we'll just kind of have to see as time tells how much usefulness people will be able to put this new hero to. But that's going to be it for the video. I kind of went over everything. I hope that you guys enjoyed all the details of the video today, and if you did and you want more videos like this in the future, consider subscribing to the channel. Feel free to leave a quick like as well. It means more than you can imagine. And until next time, take care everyone. This is Salt of the Salty Guild, signing out.